up, guys? Maritime Spook here, and I just got something to show you here right quick, guys. And the reason being is I have another one of these knives coming here shortly. Maybe by tomorrow, maybe by Monday. The area that I'm in, guys, you never really 100% know when the shipping's going to come through. But you know, between tomorrow and then if it has to wait the weekend, it'll probably be Monday. I'm sure it'll be Monday anyway. So. But I'm not going to say which knife it is yet, but it is another knife in the Condor line. If you know anything about any of the Condors, you'll know this is the Condor Mini Bushlore. Really, really awesome little knife, guys. Scandinavian ground, made in El Salvador by Condor. 1075 high carbon steel, and marketed basically, their knives are bushcraft knives. This would be what I would consider a bit of an EDC type bushcraft knife. Had it now for a couple weeks. Haven't really, I did some testing on the Schrade knife and was out and used my Mora quite a bit there. But I have had this with me pretty much every day on my belt. So I can pretty much give you the broad strokes of what I think of it. And what I think so far, guys, is it's an awesome, awesome little knife. If you follow Ray Mears at all, guys, which would be probably my favorite, as far as the survival shows go, guys, there's a lot of stuff out there that are sort of hit or miss. I mean, if you get a good tip from it, that's awesome. But if you're going to take, what I'm saying is don't take a whole lot of stock in some of the survival stuff you see. Bear Grylls, he jumps from tree to tree. I weigh 300 pounds, guys. I'm not going to be jumping from tree to tree, okay? And besides, I'd probably get killed or break a leg doing that anyway. You've got a couple other ones out there that they make the scenario sound right dramatic, and in fact it's not a dramatic situation. But with Ray Mears, he's an expert tracker. He's a black belt in judo. He trains the military in England and the United Kingdom to do tracking and survival. He's kind of the real deal that way, and he doesn't allude to anything in his videos. He gives you tips, he shows you things, stuff like that. The reason for going off on that little side rant is a lot of people consider this a copy of his Allen Wood produced Woodlore knife. This is called the Bushlore. His knife is called the Woodlore. You see where I'm going here. They both have rounded handles like this and here. The blade shape, in my opinion, is different though. And the Allen Wood Woodlore knife, it's skinnier and just a different kind of blade profile, but Scandinavian ground, the same as this, and high carbon steel, same as this. This is the Mini. This comes in a 9.5 inch version. This one overall, guys, I forget, but it's a 3-inch blade. Very, very sharp when I got it. Bit of a shout out to brother DFH. It's his Dragonfly hiker. We did a knife trade there, like I said, a couple weeks ago, and this was the sort of main attraction that I wanted to get from him in the knife trade. Did a little bit of research on the handles. It's just, in a lot of sites, like Bushcraft Canada, it just says hardwood handles, but I did a little deeper research there, and I guess it's a Guatemalan rosewood, which is a Guatemalan hardwood. And I guess with the right treatment, the same as the blade, which we're going to get into what I mean by that, they'll last forever. Very, very hard and good quality. What I mean by the way you treat it, with any high carbon steel knives, if you just get them all wet, throw them back in the sheath, you know, you're going to get rust spots. You're going to get bigger, you know, parts of rust. But if you keep it oiled up, you know, clean it off when you're done with it, then it'll be fine. And what I mean by treating the handles is I need to get anyone actually watching this, anywhere is a good spot to get linseed oil. Linseed oil is an oil that sort of treats hardwoods and treats woods, and this is recommended for a lot of these Condor knives, is to get some linseed oil, and it'll seal up the knife as well, laminate it kind of, and keep it protected. So one thing that Condor is definitely known for, besides there being very, very common man price knives, is the beautiful leather sheaths that they have, guys. You can't say enough about them, guys. I mean, that's welted leather. It's very, very thick, stitched very nicely. It's got a rivet at the end and a rivet at the top piece here, and it's just very, very nicely put together, I believe, in my opinion, for especially what these knives go for. This is about a $30 knife. I think they're $32.99 on Bushcraft Canada, where I recommend getting Condor knives. That's where I got the other one that's coming in. Through Paul Robinson of Bushcraft Canada. So check him out, guys. Very reputable site, and has, you know, pretty much anything you're going to want for bushcraft. Paul's going to have it there at Bushcraft Canada. So check him out. Reputable site. You know, competitive prices for sure. You got to look at a lot of stuff, guys. You may be able to get something cheaper in the States, but here in Canada, you're going to pay a bit more no matter what. And the way I see it, guys, if you had to put the money into your gas tank to drive somewhere far away to get one of these, you might as well just pay the shipping or a little extra cost and get it, you know, get it brought to you. So that's why I don't care if you know, if you're going to pay an extra $25 more than you are in the States. I figure that's, you know, if you drive a truck, $25 in gas, you couldn't even put that in to go buy the knife somewhere. So not a big deal. And Bushcraft Canada's, like, their prices are awesome anyway. So I mean, you're not, you know, check them out, guys, anyway. I will be putting a link once I get the other knife, because I'll compare, do a couple of comparisons, so I'll put a link to that there for Bushcraft Canada where you get these. But anyway, like I said, guys, beautiful leather sheath. Scandi grind, it's got the Condor logo there, if you can see it. There you go, Condor bird of prey logo. Brass pins in there. Very good lanyard hole. That could also be used to break off a bullet if you wanted to use gunpowder for, you know, say getting a fire going quickly. That'll pop that right off. So just very nicely put together. Carving wise, this stuff here is what I call, not sure of the name 100%, I call it red alder, because it's in the alder patches at home, at my, you know, homestead, I guess you want to call it. And it's like a reddish color compared to the gray color of the other alders, and when it's dried out like this, it's a really beautiful wood. And this thing carves very well with it. I really, really like the way this carves, guys, for a little knife. And this is not what I would be using it for all the time, but it definitely can handle it. Well, let's put it that way. This would be more my EDC kind of, you know, just to have a fixed good EDC knife, but in a fixed blade with a Scandinavian grind. That's what I like about it the very most, guys. To get you know, a fixed blade that's in the smaller, you know, smaller size, and get it Scandi ground, to me, is awesome. To have an EDC knife with a Scandi grind. That's what I'm trying to spit out, guys. Duh. But no, really good notcher. Really good knife, guys. I really like this. For the package you're getting here, you know, for $30-some, awesome. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you that really quickly, because I have another one of these on the way, either tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday, and quite a bit bigger than this knife. And a bit of a backstory: I have a relative in the United States that's coming to visit, and for Christmas, I believe they got me another model of the Condor. So this would be, with the other ones, that would be the third one. So that's really cool. But really like the mini Bushlore, guys. If you're looking for an EDC bushcraft knife, or even a knife just for everyday stuff, you know, even at work, I mean, it's a strong, robust knife. It is quite thick for a small knife. Not sure on the specs, guys. I'm not much of a specs driven guy. But got kind of a matte finish on the top here, and of course the Scandi grind. So anyway, guys, beautiful knife. Just want to show you that. Got another one coming. I'll be taking that one out in the field and using it more, and probably do that with this one as well. But the other knife is more, I guess, what you'd almost want to call a one-tool option. I don't like saying that, because I usually carry a small little axe or a machete in the summer. But it's a knife, I think, if you got trapped out there, and we're going to go into that when I get it. You know, if you just had that one thing on your hip, if you rolled a canoe, or, you know, God forbid something else happened, then you do very well, I think, with it. So anyway, look forward to those videos, guys, and check one of these out. Get a hold of Paul at Bushcraft Canada. They've got a bunch of them in stock, and some other real cool stuff. So anyway, guys, Maritime Spook signing out. Check out the Condor Mini Bushlore if you get a chance. Keep your stick on the ice, guys. Another little close-up shot of the package here. Really beautiful knife. That's why I'm inside using the phone, because my tripod camera just wouldn't do it as the justice as this nicer phone camera. So very nice little EDC knife. Or, you know, some with smaller hands, women or children, bushcraft knife, or just bushcraft knife yourself, because, you know, you could baton with it or whatever. I just don't think that's what I'd do with it. I would take it, but very nice. Anyway, guys, take her easy.